Today I'm off because it's Veterans Day. So I was like, let me make a video. First of all, before I start, I want to say I'm so encouraged by all the comments. I was like so blown away, so encouraged that you rooting for me. Just so blown away. Some of the messages I was like in tears, like, oh my goodness, thank you. Um, yeah, so thank you so much. Today I am 21 weeks. Tomorrow I'll be 22. Yay! And I know last time I didn't really get into much of anything, so I like to just start probably from week 13. I'll give you a little quick recap. So when I found out I was pregnant, which I was really surprised, um, I switched from my regular doctor, which I really loved my doctor, my OB at the time, but I switched from her because I went to another OB, and I think I was really emotional at the time, and I felt like I loved my doctor, but I didn't like her office. I went to another OB who was only one OB in the entire practice, so that was it. And she had recommended that I go to a high risk specialist. So I switched to a high risk specialist. So I was on doctor number 3 now, and I've been with this doctor who's amazing. She's really great. I was with her since week 12, and she's been monitoring. She originally we were gonna wait, but they felt like we don't want anything to happen during that time. So I got my cerclage done at week 13, and since then I've been getting monitored every other week. During that time, my high risk specialist also decided that I should go on progesterone because I guess my levels weren't there, and she just wanted to also just help to not have any preterm contractions and or anything like that. So I've been on progesterone shots since week 17. Yeah, since my anatomy scan on week 17. And I get a progesterone shot every week on either side of my buttocks. And yeah, so my husband is not brave enough to do it, so I have to go into the office. So I see that I practically go into the doctor's office every week. I get a sonogram done every other week, so I get to see my little girl every other week, which is so encouraging. But yeah, it's funny because I always go in there, and I'm always like, just right now, I think is the time. Oops, sorry about that. So I forgot where I was. So yeah, so I get to see her like every other week, which is so encouraging. But I think for me, like just now, I'm learning how to enjoy my pregnancy because, like, I think my one, we all have milestones in our pregnancies. And I think some women, their milestones, if they've never had a loss or anything like that, their milestone is to get to the second trimester, which is 12 or 13 weeks. And then other milestone is to get to viability, which is 24 weeks. And then every milestone is to get to the third trimester. But my time around, my milestones were completely different. My milestones were to 13 weeks and get the cerclage, and then hopefully she'll have a fighting chance. And then after that, it was my milestone is to pass 20 weeks because that's when I had lost Nicolette. So all through that time, you get nervous, you're scared. It's really like I don't know how I did it. Like every time I go into the doctor's office, I was always like waiting for the ball to. She's always has to encourage me and be like, "It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine." But it's so incredibly hard, and it's like one of the things to just wrap your mind and just push all the fears away and just be like, you know what? I am not in control. God is in control, and everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. You know, my doctor, she always tell me all pregnancies are different. Learn to enjoy your pregnancy. So that was my battle through everything. Just learning to just like enjoy, grateful to just be happy and not to always be in fear mode. Like, oh, and I'm still working on it. I'm like just I can say now at 21 weeks going on 22, I'm happy and I'm enjoying every moment right now. Like I'm grateful for all that I have. And I've even started buying baby clothes because I'm like I know I'm gonna bring her home. So it's encouraging. It happens because the hospital that I'm at that I'm going to is one of the top hospitals in my area. Smart is number one, so which is good. They have a whole wing just for children and stuff. So if anywhere, she'll have a fighting chance there. So I'm encouraged about that, and I'm glad. I think if anything, that I would encourage any mom, if they have the opportunity, soon to be moms who've went through any kind of like miscarriages, losses, any of those things, I would, though you love your doctor, I would encourage to switch because one of the things that I realized that I love my doctor and I didn't know where all the like when I went to finally do a checkup and I had a conversation with her receptionist and I was that's it, I was so like ready to leave and I told her like I think you're great, but I think one of the things that I felt is memories kept coming back, like going into the examining room. If the office is small, like she had like 4 or 5 rooms, and each one of them I've been in. So each time I go in there, I couldn't like just leave the past behind. So even going to the hospital for any kind of the old hospital for any kind of blood work, it was like if it brought me right back to that day. So I think that was, even though at the time I didn't realize it, I think that was one of the reasons what prompted me to seek another doctor, and it was good that I did. I mean, even though I didn't stay with that other doctor for too long, but still I feel now, even like when I go into the hospital knowing that it's not the same hospital, it's just a whole different feeling. But yeah, so that's really what's been going on with me. We've decided on a name, so which is really cool. Her name will be Nyla, which is great. And yeah, my due date is March 18th. So I'm like, yeah, it's actually a day after my sister's birthday, and I was like, aren't you glad? And she was like, no, mm-mm. I wanted to have my own day. And I was like, okay, you're an adult. Your day is gone. But it's great, and my family were enjoying the wait to can't wait for Nyla to get here and stuff like that. So I'll show you my belly. Yay! People are like, "You're sure you're just 5 months?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." But and I spoke to my doctor about it too, and she said that you had just recently was pregnant before, so your muscles weren't really contract. Your muscles didn't get a chance to go back in, and then now the uterus is stretching again, so that's why. And some people carry in the front, some people carry in the back, some people carry wherever. So I guess I'm just one of those people that carry in the front, which I don't care because I like my baby belly. So I'm glad that I did, because here's another thing, like when you have the first week or the first 3 weeks and you're pregnant and no one else knows, and you're like, I just want my belly to just show. So you pop your belly, you try to like, now you don't have to pull your belly in, so you keep it all out, and now I don't have to do that. So I'm so glad. So here it is. This is me. My belly button just like poop, just went out. Just like people are like at my job, they were like, "Oh my goodness, your belly button is popping," and so anywho, Hope everyone's having a great day, and bye.